Yo, back with another video. Um, so the archives, I hope you guys are doing well. To those of you who watch and to those who don't, we're back with another video. And as you can see by the title, got a just a little topic, purpose of life, right? And just before I start this video, I want to give a disclaimer. This channel is called Zaire Archives. It's not called You Archives. It's not called whatever your name archives is, right? Um, it's Zaire Archives. So everything I speak about is how I feel about it. It's my opinion. I give insight on it. I try to help you guys. But at the end of the day, it's coming from me, right? You can feel how you feel about it. That's why it's called an opinion. I do not feel anything if you guys disagree. If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, it's what it is, right? I feel no shame, no harm towards it. Um, and I say that because I feel like the purpose of life, this specific topic, is one that many get sensitive about, and it's because they don't agree with many definitions of it, people's definitions, explanations of it. And for some reason, I don't know why, for others, I do, but it is what it is, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that before I started this. Um, but anyways, the purpose of life, right? The purpose of life, we find ourselves asking that question a lot of the time, right? Every day, possibly. And a lot of us feel like we serve no purpose, or a lot of us don't know what our purpose is. We ask ourselves, what am I here to do? What was I born to do? What is my purpose on this earth, right? And every day we're blessed to wake up, is a day full of opportunities, and any day above ground is a good day. Many of us search for passions, day in and night out. We struggle to find those, and they come and go. Like, you could find your passion today and be gone tomorrow, and yet the world keeps spinning, right? Um, we get these things called sparks, and sparks, they're things that allow us to keep going. I feel like those sparks are things that are an extra push to allow us to pursue life when sometimes we've accepted everything around us as final. And a spark of hope, you know, is purpose in a way, because life is an everlasting chase. It's a chase to accomplish something. And once we humans accomplish something, we feel the need to find something new to accomplish. We feel the need to find a new passion. We feel the need to, search. And a lot of us feel the need to also find a new purpose, or to find a purpose in general. And whether you find it or not, never say or never feel like you're here for anything. Never say, I don't think I'm here for anything. I feel like I'm meant to do nothing. Never feel or think that, because your purpose could be anything. Your purpose is what you make it. You were born for a reason. You just have to find it. Excuse me. Um, your purpose can quite literally be anything. It can be something you didn't even know that you did. Ask yourself at the end of the day, did I make someone smile today? Was there someone happy to see me? Somebody may have been happy to see you or talk to you, and that could have been your purpose for the day. And you don't even know, because you kind of blind yourself looking for something more, something bigger, when it never has to be that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm someone who, I used to do that a lot of the time. I was blind to what my purpose was, because I was too busy trying to find a bigger purpose, something that may have not been meant for me. You know what I'm saying? But a spark, right? I said it's basically an extra push to pursue life. You know, a spark can be anything as long as you feel happy doing it. And many miss that message. Many miss that, you know. You're meant to be here because otherwise if you weren't, you wouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying? Your one true purpose is being here on this earth, you know? That is the purpose of your life. That's the purpose of my life. That's the purpose of her life, his life. You can find purpose in just spreading happiness to others, you know, to keep on chasing sparks of life each and every day. I said it in my videos before, do what you love because if you were to be on your deathbed and you find yourself regretting how you lived your life, who would want to go out like that? You know what I'm saying? Nobody would want to go out like that. So that's why I tell you guys all the time to follow your dreams, you know, chase your passions. I'm sorry, do what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be someone 50 years down the road, 50 years down the line, 6 years down the line, regretting how you lived your life. For one day, you could have gave it your all, and the next day you might be on your deathbed. But that one day that you gave it your all could be the one day that offset your entire life to where you feel like, hey, I don't regret life at all because I gave it my best. I gave it my all for that one day. You know the saying they say, live every day like it's your last, eat every meal like it's your last. Because if you were to leave, you could pass away thinking, hey, I did my best, even if it was just for one day. Life is hard, but I say all the time, life is a path, it's a journey, and it has its checkpoints. You know, life it has its checkpoints of purpose, its obstacles, its challenges, things we have to overcome. And with those things, we find our purpose. Sometimes when you're going through an obstacle, you're facing a challenge, you find purpose in doing those things. You may create it or it may find its way to you. And many miss that. Like I said, many fail to see that because they're worried about something more than that when it shouldn't ever be that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, life is truly what you make it. I failed to see that a lot of the time, you know, growing up because I thought life was I thought life had to be made for me, you know what I'm saying? I thought life had to make my own bed for me, if that makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying? It had to lead the way for me. But sooner or later, you know, I rather found out that I control my own destiny. You know, that's why I made that one video saying my legacy is going to be so great because no one's in control of it but me. I create my legacy for my life, my destiny. I feel like I was destined to do something great, and here I am doing it. I'm living it out. I too feel like my purpose was to do this, what I'm doing right now, recording this video to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was part of my purpose. And tomorrow I may find something, discover something new that I feel like is also part of my purpose. The little things as well, you know, like I said earlier, just having have made someone smile for the day, that makes me feel successful. It makes me feel accomplished. someone being happy to talk to me, to see me, makes me feel accomplished. I remember myself saying, to never overlook the little things as many do, because we're so worried about bigger things, things that we shouldn't be worried about, that many overlook the little things with purpose in them. And once again, I used to be somebody who did that, but I've grown so much within myself. I found so much purpose in what I do and in everything that I involve myself in, to where I overlook almost nothing now, and I see purpose within everything. Because if I can dictate it, if I can control it, then it can be whatever I want it to be. Once again, your life is in your hands. My life is in my hands. Yes, some things are out of our control, but those are just the challenges and the obstacles of life. It's not an easy game, like I said. Life is like chess and checkers, You move one piece, next piece comes, what? One piece out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a good chess player, but I understand, how the game works. So if you understand the analogy, then you understand the analogy, but you get it, right? So it's quite literally everything that you make, man. So never sit here and say that you serve no purpose or that you have no purpose. You can go out and find it, but never be the one to say, yo, my life has no purpose at all. Because the purpose of life itself is you. It's you. So find your purpose, do what you love, chase your dreams, control your legacy, change the world. Why you doing that? Change the world while you at it, huh? Why not? Give it a shot. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the world. Like I said, I'm not trying to change the world in a way that it needs to be changed, but I want to leave my impact on it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's my purpose. That's a part of it. Love you guys, man. Hope y'all know that, man. Y'all stay blessed as always. Stay safe. Keep God first. Stay patient. And stay patient because it's on the way, man. Remember, life is hard, but it's a path, with checkpoints of purpose. So I'm going to catch you on the next one. I love y'all. Peace.